This is Dan Dix here, reporting for Press for Truth, and I wanted to show you this article from the Washington Post. Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin agree, let's revive the nuclear arms race. Just yesterday, Russian President Vladimir Putin gave a speech in which he praised his country's military operations on behalf of the government of Syria and made a case for how Russia could become stronger. We need to strengthen the military potential of strategic nuclear forces, he said, especially with missile complexes that can reliably penetrate any existing and prospective missile defense systems. In other words, Russia needs to ensure that its arsenal of nuclear weapons can avoid interception by the enemy. And so Trump promptly responded with this tweet: "The United States must greatly strengthen and expand its nuclear capability until such time as the world comes to its senses regarding nukes." And so now I'm left wondering, even more so than before, is Donald Trump really that different from Hillary Clinton? I mean, was the left-right paradigm really, smashed this time? Is he going to make America great again? Or, in other words, the question is, can the changing of presidents really change the fundamental problem with the American state? Well, I'd love to be able to sit here and tell you that Trump is different, but I'm afraid that's just not true. As we've shown in this video, Trump is an inside job. He's putting bankers and war hawks in his administration. And he's doing a pretty good job at ticking off the Chinese. This just came out from Reuters today. Chinese media alarmed at Trump trade advisor warned of U.S. showdown. Chinese state media on Friday expressed alarm and warned of a showdown with the U.S. after President-elect Donald Trump named Peter Navarro, an economist who has urged a hard line against China, to head a new White House National Trade Council. I mean, does he not realize that the Chinese can bankrupt the American empire? I think at this point, a global meltdown is inevitable, folks. I mean, currency wars have been going on for the last 9 years now. But China's capital accumulation and their basic quasi-free market dictatorship is going to allow them to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. And America is going to have to figure out its own cultural and moral bankruptcy before it can put any of its own financial house back in order. But the worst thing about Trump is that he really hasn't changed his tune with Russia. So despite seemingly friendly relations here, Trump has reversed a 30-year policy of dismantling nukes. So Putin and Trump are friendly, all right. They don't want proxy wars in Eastern Europe. They want an arms race. They all work for the military-industrial complex, after all. And bankers still run the world, even with Trump's inauguration day coming up. So I wonder what excuses his supporters are going to give for this now. That building up nukes is somehow safer than proxy wars because mutually assured destruction prevents any superpower from going to war with one another? Or that the construction of nukes have never ceased and Trump is just merely making this public knowledge? Well, what if the proxy wars continue with Trump? What if in the next 4 years, relationships between the U.S. and Russia break down until we're right back to where we are right now with the Obama administration? There's more than one way to skin a cat, folks, but if your goal is freedom and prosperity, then looking to a strong man leader in Washington, D.C. is not going to work. It doesn't matter if he's a reality TV star or an old, wise grandpa archetype like Bernie Sanders or even Ron Paul, or one of your run-of-the-mill psychopaths like Hillary or Bill. You got to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, folks. The solution is not in Washington. Click the like button and share this video. And if you appreciate our efforts here to bring you this real, truthful information that you're not going to get from the TV or from the mainstream media in general, please consider making a donation to support our efforts, or you can join us as a PFT patron. Stay tuned, guys. We've got more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth.